Hello? Oh, wait a minute. Hello. I've been singing that to him in the hopes that he will say it like that, like Lionel Richie. Hello? No luck yet. Thanks for watching. In this video, I want to introduce you to something you probably have never heard about because we haven't released yet. It's called Word of Mouth Language Trainer. And it is amazing. You might know of the app called Duolingo. I've spent thousands and thousands of hours learning languages, French, German, and Spanish with Duolingo. Let me tell you that it's a useful tool. After using it and other tools for many years, since 2013, I realized what's missing. So let's talk about Duolingo and then I'll show you Word of Mouth Language Trainer. You might notice the phones over there, Duolingo and Word of Mouth. I'll show you that in a second. This is Wordy Gordy, the mascot of the company Word of Mouth Incorporated, and the mascot of the application, Word of Mouth Language Trainer. So he's an African gray. I'm an African American. Hey, I just can't help but love to like that connection. So maybe one day he'll speak a few sentences in French, German, and Spanish, but let me tell you, Duolingo won't be the app to teach it to him. Word of mouth can do that. Word of mouth is made for humans, but the next closest animal on the planet that can mimic human speech is the African gray parrot. Okay, so let's get into Duolingo. I'm gonna stop the video and restart it because I can't flip the camera while I record. Okay, so now the camera's flipped and you can see Duolingo. If you're not familiar with it, you can see one language at a time. So the flag indicates that this is France, this is French, and you can see that I've accessed all of these courses and gone through them. There's some new ones that I haven't gone through. So let's go to one of these and let's see how they deliver you the sentences, because it's a sentence provider. That's what they're doing. So let's just go here, start. Okay, we have an owl. Owls don't really speak. Owls don't speak, but that's the mascot. So now what happened here? We just heard a sound. Let's do it again.
Qu'est-ce que vous imprimez?
Qu'est-ce que vous imprimez? Now, most people think that's enough. You can touch the word to see what it means. That means you, do you, or to you. Okay, it means you. But look at this. In order to hear it again, I have to touch the button, right? I have to do that to get something out of this. I can read it, right? I can't play it at a different speed. And also, I do not see the translation. It's not accessible to me. I basically have to do mental gymnastics to go, I happen to know this, but the beginner is going to go, okay, it's probably what, because the sentence begins with what. But what are they doing? They're speaking to themselves in English. They're not really learning this sentence. Qu'est-ce que vous imprimez? Qu'est-ce que vous imprimez? Because Duolingo is not giving us the tool in which to do that. We need to be able to repeat this effortlessly. Okay, so let's just go through and see a little more for those of you that aren't familiar with Duolingo. So, what are you printing? What are you printing? Check. Oh, nice. That's a nice sound. Hey, I'm all for sound effects. But this was supposed to be about teaching us a sentence. Qu'est-ce que vous imprimez? And I don't think they did a very good job. Most learners probably would only hit the button one or two times and then they would try to answer the question. They would answer the question and then they would move on to another sentence. They wouldn't embed this sentence into their brains. But with word of mouth, you will be encouraged. You will know how to say this like a native. Qu'est-ce que vous imprimez? Right? Duolingo is just giving you something. It's giving us pretty colors and it's giving us a sentence and we can touch it and see what it means. You are correct. Why is that not in French? Right? So let's just continue if we can.
J'éteins toujours la lumière quand je sors d'une pièce.
J'éteins toujours la lumière quand je sors d'une pièce. That's called parroting. Saying the sentence at the same time. It's also saying the sentence right after the person. Right. Instead of doing it right now, j'éteins toujours, right? Do it with the audio. J'éteins toujours la lumière quand je sors d'une pièce. Right? D'une pièce. So, in word of mouth, you'll be able to hear this sentence again and again and again. And I'll show you. I'm eager to show you, but I just want to get through this. I want to point out some things. You don't really know when this is going to end. You don't know how many sentences are coming. And if you hit X, you lose all your progress. That's not fair. Is it? So let's try to answer this question. J'éteins toujours la lumière quand je sors d'une pièce. I always turn off the light when I leave a room. Okay? Check. And we're not hearing the sentence again. I guess we could do this.
J'éteins toujours la lumière quand je sors d'une pièce.
Now the person can hit the button, but it's required. Word of mouth, language trainer offers hands-free language learning. Hands-free. You'll see in a second. I don't know, guys, if I'm going to be able to get through this. I might have to just stop talking for a minute and see if we can just get through this.
Qu'est-ce que vous imprimez?
Qu'est-ce que vous imprimez?
Que vous imprimez?
Qu'est-ce que vous imprimez? What are you printing? Qu'est-ce que vous imprimez?
Il ne faut pas cliquer tout le temps.
Il ne faut pas cliquer tout le temps. Il ne faut pas cliquer tout le temps. Il ne faut pas cliquer tout le temps. Okay. You don't have to click all the time. You must not click all the time. Il ne faut pas cliquer tout le temps. Il ne faut pas cliquer tout le temps. Il ne faut pas cliquer tout le temps.
Je pense que tu n'as pas copié le bon document.
Je pense que tu n'as pas copié le bon document. Document. Okay? I don't think that you copied the right document. I think that you copied the wrong document. That you didn't. I think that you didn't. We don't really say that in English, right? I don't think. We would say, I don't think that you copied the right document. But in this case, let's just go with this. I think that you didn't copy the right document. I tell you, this is a bit brutal. Even though this is only 5 or 10 minutes. If you feel like the end is in sight because you see the progress bar, but the fact that you can't save this progress or get any credit, it just sucks. I don't know how much longer. I think you've seen enough of Duolingo to know what they're doing. They have 300 million users, and I'm one of them. So people are using it. But let me show you something else. I don't know if there's anything else to show you on Duolingo. You get the point. You get the point. Now, if you hit X, what are they going to do? Are you sure you want to quit? All progress in this session will be lost. So that's Duolingo's way to go. You jump into the session and it might take you 15 minutes, but you better continue because you will have wasted your time otherwise. If you step away, the app might refresh. So this is just not fair at all. I'm just telling my side of things. I'm not saying you can't learn with this application, but these things encouraged me to build my own application for others to share and use. I'm excited about me using it and others. So I guess in the next video, I'll show you Word of Mouth Language Trainer. We're back. Hey, buddy. You're not gonna bite me, are you? Oh, you did bite me. Oh, it doesn't hurt. Yeah, you're a good guy. Yeah. Okay. So, let's take a look over here. Yep. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. No, not right now. I'm doing a video. Hold on a second, okay? Yeah, I'll get back to you in a second. Okay, guys. On the left, we have Duolingo. and we have on the right word of mouth language trainer. Let's call these sentence cards. On the left, je n'ai pas visité ce château. I haven't visited this castle. And I've already talked about what Duolingo is giving you. You can see that. Let's show you what you get with a sentence card over here in word of mouth. Let's hide this. Launch.
Are you sure?
Okay. And we want to hear that again, don't we? So let's go to the settings. Plays is at 10. Auto move is on. The volume is up. These are the settings that I want.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Are you sure? He's saying it like that.
Are you sure?
Sure.
Are you sure?
Sure. Okay. Hurry up.
Hurry up.
Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up. You see that?
Hurry up. Hurry up.
10.
Hurry up.
Next. It doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me.
It doesn't surprise.
Stop. You can see what's happening here. And this is just the beginning. I have so many plans to get this app to be so much bigger. But at its core, it does what Duolingo does, and it does it better. Okay? So, I could talk forever about this. I will publish further videos. Hopefully you like what you're seeing so far. The ability to see yourself. We will have the native speakers videos here as well. Users will be able to put their voice on a sentence and hear that. Over time, you're putting your voice on hundreds of sentences as you learn French, German, Chinese, Japanese, whatever. Okay? So this is the new beginning of language learning with apps. I've done it with 3 foreign languages from this country, from the United States, and you can too. You can learn a language with an app. But don't settle for this because everyone's talking about it and it's free. I mean, I can't promise you this will always be free, but I can promise you that it's already more useful. We have many more languages and many more sentences. Duolingo might be able to provide more languages, but currently they're only providing 7, whereas we're providing over 100 languages, over 5 million sentences, audio, video, and text. Have you seen video in Duolingo? I have not. So I invite you to use Word of Mouth Language Trainer and understand what you've been missing in your language learning. Thank you. I decided to just continue filming a little bit more. Get started. English, the translations on the screen. Spanish, I can choose more than one translation to appear on the screen. Let's choose German as well. And show only sentences with audio, show only favorites, history, dark mode, light mode. Let's launch. And I've left something out. You have the ability to ignore sentences too.
Are you sure?
We don't have to turn on the camera.
Hurry up.
Let's turn
It
on.
doesn't surprise me.
Okay. Plays.
It depends on the context. It depends on the context.
It depends on the context.
It depends on the context. It depends on the...
Stop. I can add some delay time. What if I want to talk between these sentences a little bit with a partner or something?
It depends on the context.
Das kommt auf den Zusammenhang an. Eso depende del contexto. Okay?
It depends on the context.
Right? And you can swipe your finger and go to the next sentence. You can go to the previous one. It's hard to do it like this, but let's just touch the button.
When I grow...
I'm using one hand here. That's the stupidest thing I've ever said. Okay? So...
That's the stupidest thing I've ever said.
Das ist das Dummste, was ich je gesagt habe. Es la cosa más estúpida que he dicho nunca.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever said.
Hands-free language learning. This is going to continue indefinitely. And I can hide this, right?
That's the stupidest thing I've ever said.
Look at that, folks. Clean. You can also select the text on the
That's
screen.
the stupidest thing I've ever said.
I can copy all these sentences with one button. Just trust me, you can. And I can use my thumb and select the
That's
text.
the stupidest thing I've ever said.
Let's just show you. I have accessibility turned on the iPhone, so I can do this. Watch this.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever said.
Okay.
Das ist das Dümmste, was ich je gesagt habe.
You heard that, right? Okay. So this thing, man, I'm so
When I
impressed.
grow up, I want to be a king.
There's just one African developer, and there's the African gray, and there's me.
When I grow up, I want to be a king.
There's my family, and man, we want to show the world this application. Look at this.
When I grow up,
I want to be a king. Yes. So we're making changes and updates every day. So thank
When
you.
I grow
Thank
up,
you. Thank you.
I
Thank
want
you.
to be a
I keep thinking that I'm done filming, but I keep remembering a feature. I can't possibly show you all the features right now today, but a very nice one is to be able to ignore the sentence and not see it in the session unless you want to unhide it. That means that now you're only going to see cards in the deck that you want to see. Why see je ne sais pas if you know that means I don't know? You don't need to see that anymore. So this is the next level of language learning, being able to ignore sentences, get thousands and thousands of sentences, hands-free language learning, different speeds. I haven't shown you the fact that you can change the speed, change how many times it plays, change how much silence you want between the playback, change the text size on the screen, change the volume within the application, because sometimes you don't want to do it with the phone, right? You might want this playing at the same time you're listening to your music, guys. I've got a lot of language learning tips for everyone, and I can't show you everything in one sitting, but I'm telling you, this thing is magical. I know I'm biased, I created it, but man, oh man. Oh man. Let's just play a little bit more. I'm so fat. You go up here. Yeah, we're making improvements, so the stop button will be,
I'm so fat.
will be available, but I can ignore that sentence. Sentence ignored. And then I can go down here and see the sentences that have been ignored. I can
I've always
favorites.
wondered what it'd be like to have siblings.
Favorites, history. Duolingo is not showing you the sentences that you've reviewed. It's not doing it at all. So, hey guys, you make the judgment, huh? Tell me in the comments that I'm all wet, that this is enough. But please know something about language learning before you say that. Okay, don't just troll me. Give me a solid debate point. So far, everyone said that Duolingo is what? Fun? Okay. It's easy. Okay. You tell me, guys. Tell me what you think. Yes.